So I was working on a music video, experimenting with Dzine's lip sync features.
What if I stall? There's no wrong place. What if I can't find the way?
But that's when I discovered something, totally by accident.
Siento paz, respiro amor, baila el alma sin temor.
Something I did not expect Dzine to be able to do. In fact, no other AI video tool I've used could ever do this. But Dzine? Piece of cake! But we'll get back to that. If you're creating animated music videos, stories, explainer content, anything with characters talking or singing, this is the video for you. And believe me, you're gonna wanna stick around all the way to the end because I'm sharing my best tips, biggest fails, all along with 7 impressive reasons why Dzine AI is now my go-to tool for lip-syncing videos. Let's dive right into reason number 1, longer lip-sync clips. Most tools max out at 5 to 10 seconds. Dzine lets you use audio up to 30 seconds long for your lip-synced videos. That's a huge time saver, especially if you're making explainer videos like this one. But Dzine automatically reverses short clips to make them loop. So don't use scenes with walking unless you want your character to do a bad moonwalk through your melody. But a slow zoom in and out looks just fine. On to reason number 2. You can lip sync from images or videos. You're not locked into just an image or just a video. Dzine lets you lip sync from either. But I wanted to know which works best. The verdict? Video to video can create more dynamic movement in the overall video.
You're already here with me.
But the lip sync quality can be hit or miss, and of course this depends entirely on your base footage. Image to video usually has a more accurate lip sync result.
You're already here with me.
But these are static shots with no camera movement, and because you're forced to zoom into some images, the quality can look degraded and blurry. And I have a couple of tips and tricks for fixing that after I share reason number 7, so hang tight. And on to reason number 3. Dzine gives you 12 video models to experiment with. So here's what happened. No matter how I prompted, all of these video clips made it look like Lucia was trying to impersonate a certain thinker. But this is what makes Dzine special. It has 12 models all in one dashboard. There's 4 Kling AI models, a couple of Luma models. Then we've got Minimax and Runway and Pixverse. Oh my. When one flops, try another. Each model has its own flavor and price point, so you can budget your credits and get a wide variety of results. I was using Kling 1.6 at first, but when I switched to Kling 2.1, I got a beautiful result in the first try. No weird thinker impersonation. And before you ask, yep, Dzine's got your editing needs covered too. And that's reason number 4, unique editing tools. Dzine's AI editor does all the basics. You can erase, replace, or create anything you want in your images. You can also remove the background or expand your image. But there are a few other amazing tools Dzine gives you that I haven't seen anywhere else. I'll admit it, I used to spend hours in Photoshop fixing AI hands, but now Dzine's hand repair tool does it all for me in seconds. Same for facial expressions, weird smirk, staring off in the wrong direction. The expression editor lets you fix all that too with just a few clicks. Total game changer. But that's nothing compared to the latest AI editing tool Dzine added. What? I always save the best for last. And the 7th reason you should try Dzine is putting Photoshop in a grave as we speak. But we'll get back to that. For now, let's move on to reason number 5. Dzine's all-in-one solution includes character consistency too. If you're a regular here, you already know I love Dzine for consistent characters. But what surprised me was how well all the video tools work too. From character to image, and then from editing your images to creating videos, everything you need is here. You can even generate voices too. Of course, I still like to create my own audio, and if you're creating a music video, these voices won't sing, but aside from singing and making music, Dzine is an all-in-one platform for your image and video content creation needs. And the more tools you have under one roof, the more money and time you can save in the long run, right? If I didn't have this channel testing AI tools and I were just creating animated stories, Dzine would be my #1 pick for an all-in-one solution. But wait, are you ready for the shocker I was telling you about? That's actually reason number 6. This one sent me down a rabbit hole, or should I say, jungle hole? As I was creating a music video clip, this select face box popped up on one of my shots, and I thought, wait a minute, could this work on an animal face? So I pulled up 4 animal character images from one of my stories: a monkey, tiger, turtle, and parrot. The monkey lip sync was perfect,
Did someone say bananas? I'm in!
but to be honest, I expected that. Monkeys are the most humanoid animals, so that was my easy test. It didn't detect the tiger's face, but as I hoped it would, Dzine let me select it. Other tools would have just quit. And when I got the result, I was truly shocked.
Step aside. This jungle's mine.
It worked. Animal faces can finally lip sync. That's reason number 6. But I wanted to keep testing, so I was like, okay, what about the turtle?
Slow and steady wins everything.
Perfection. I love it. Now for the real challenge, a parrot.
Pretty bird. Nah. I'm a genius.
Even with a beak, it worked. I really didn't think it would. I've been trying to animate animal characters for months, and this is the first AI tool that was able to pull it off. From snouts to beaks, Dzine's got your back if you need to make your animal characters talk. And for the first time ever, I kind of wish this wasn't a faceless channel, because my expression was priceless. It was kind of like... Anyway, reason number 7 feels like absolute magic. We can now chat to edit using either ChatGPT or Flux Context. One of my close-up images was a bit too close-up, and I hated the background color. Instead of tossing it, I used Chat to Edit to zoom out and swap the background using nothing but natural language. You literally just chat with the image. Boom, done. 0 editing skills required. You can grab a link to Dzine's free trial in the description below. Before I let you go, though, I wanted to leave you with a few rapid-fire bonus tips to make the most of your credits. If you're lip-syncing someone singing, use isolated vocals without music. This gives you the clearest audio for the most accurate results. I use Suno's Get Stems feature to separate and download an isolated vocal track. Speaking of singing, in some other AI video generators, lip movement doesn't really matter in your source video. In other words, the lip sync tool will usually edit that mouth movement to match the words in your audio. That's what I use to make this avatar talk. Not so much in Dzine, at least with dramatic singing as the source. As you'll see in this example, the source video overpowered the singing in my audio. Have a listen.
A soul that burns from the brightest fire.
Long story short, use videos that have minimal mouth movement, or better yet, no movement at all. Remember, if your video is shorter than your audio, Dzine will reverse it to make it loop. That's cool if your character's not walking or doing anything else that looks weird when reversed. Always consider and maybe preview what your clips will look like playing backwards. Weird result? Don't give up. Tweak the prompt and create a new video, or try another model. There's 12, remember? If you can't get a video to look good, try using an image instead, which brings me to a few final tips for getting the best image to lip sync results. To get your image to lip sync videos looking crisper, make sure to enhance your images and upscale them. Here's a side-by-side comparison so you can see the difference. No enhancements or upscaling. Enhanced, using portrait mode. Enhanced and then upscaled to 4x. In addition to enhancing and upscaling, another trick to keep in mind is to make sure you're using close-up images. The reason the lip movements are more accurate is because Dzine makes you zoom in to images that have small faces, but that's also the reason the quality degrades. So if you start with a large face in your image, that degradation will be less obvious. Now, if you're excited to get started making videos in Dzine, good news, there's a 7-day free trial. Check out my tutorial on creating consistent characters next. That's definitely where you want to start if you're planning on giving all of Dzine's best features a try. Oh, and P.S., You've been listening to my 11 Labs voice clone using V3 on creative mode. This is hands down the best narration I've ever gotten out of 11 Labs. Admit it, you thought it was really me. Hell, I thought it was really me. If you have a paid 11 Labs account and want to try it out for yourself, it's linked up below. You're welcome.